Why do I find this so attractive?
The other night, saw you glance your everlasting light. Met your eyes, razor sharp, cut right through the crowd. I don't even want to know your name. I just wanna keep you to myself.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back for some more cleaning motivation. We are always cleaning around here. There is always so much to do. I am deep cleaning my bedroom, my living room, and we are tackling some decluttering and organizing in my kitchen cabinets. I have been busy this week cleaning everything up. I wanted to get a lot of the deep cleaning done so that we could start working outside because the weather's changing and I'm so excited about that. So we've included some indoor and outdoor cleaning as well in this video. I hope you guys are all doing well and let's do it, guys.
Stay with me or leave me be. I want you all too bad. We're strangers in the night. We're in a strange delight. Come with me and you will see. We are bound to be strangers in the night.
You're doing a great job. Oh. Wow.
Talk the talk, get me through the maze.
Hey you guys, welcome back for some more everyday mom life cleaning, and we have some decluttering and organizing going on here. How are you guys all doing? I've missed talking to you. I always feel like I perk up when I can start doing the voiceover and just, start chatting with you guys about life. I started out in my kitchen just doing the everyday cleanup. There's always, the catch-all of the dining space that needs to be wiped down, and I feel like I can't even function until I start with a clean table and a clean sink. So I got those out of the way right away, and my stove and the rest of my appliances weren't that bad. So I did that the night before when I know I have like a big decluttering project that I'm going to start. And I was on a mission, even though I knew that I had such a busy week with Easter and everything going on because I was hosting this year. But I was determined to clear out my big kitchen cabinet that holds all of my main like everyday items that I use in it for dishes, cookware, baking, and so forth. So I had that on my list that I wanted to accomplish on this day, and I am the type of person that takes everything out when I declutter. I just don't feel like it's truly clean if you don't really take everything out and wipe down all of the cabinets. If you're new to my channel, I have a ton of kitchen cabinets in my kitchen. It's really wild almost. It's a blessing, but it's also pretty chaotic when you're trying to declutter and organize because it can take so much time just to tackle one set of these cabinets. So I dug down deep and found the energy to do this, and once I was in it, I love doing it. As I always say, there was just so many unnecessary items in there that I didn't need anymore. I even had like old baby bottles and things that I had saved in there for Maddie's cousins and things when they come over, but they're even growing up now. It's unbelievable how much the kids have grown up, you guys. It just made me so emotional this Easter, seeing them more as like the big kids running around, doing the Easter egg hunt and everything. It is the most surreal thing because I still sometimes see my daughter. She's 4 now, but I see her sometimes still as that little 1 or 2-year-old that was like wobbling around just trying to get up the steps to find the egg. And now, they're full blown running around, riding bikes, and it's just such a surreal moment, isn't it, when they start growing up and you realize that they're no longer babies. And it was an absolute blast though with them. But I also was laughing just with like some of the stuff that was stuck behind, different plates and things that I could just get rid of. So it felt good really to clean this out. I also had just a lot of different holiday things throughout the year that were like different cute, plates and cups that weren't needed. So I put those in bins so that I could put them downstairs. You guys, I'm on like the bin phase. After my basement flooded and I went through all of that, I'm like, never again. I had maybe only 50% of my items downstairs in my basement in bins because you don't think that you're ever going to go through such a catastrophe. But now I am completely obsessed with making sure everything is in a storage bin, just to make sure that if, goodness forbid it ever happens again, that we're protected. But I did decide to pick up this organizer, and it is such like a first world organizer, okay? You don't need this thing, but I'm going to tell you, I love it, and you probably would too if you're a mom and you have tons of Tupperware. It always drives me crazy that I can't find the matching lids to things. And I got this at Target just to organize a lot of the lids and Tupperware out. And it was really inexpensive. I found a super good deal for only $10 for it, and I had a few dollars off, so it was totally worth it. And I feel like just cleared up the space and made it so much less cluttered. So I definitely recommend doing things like that. If it makes your life easier, it's worth it to me. And moving out here, you guys, I can't even tell you how excited I am that the weather is changing. We are finally in the mid 60s. We're supposed to be hitting, a couple days of the mid 70s coming up in the weekend. And John and I were out the door starting to work on the branches. If you are new to my channel, we have quite a large yard outside. It's one of my favorite things about my house, but it's a lot of work. It's like having a whole second property sometimes with just the yard work that starts this time of the year, but we love it. And John was excited to start getting some of the branches on the tarp and pulled out to the front so we could start clearing out the yard.
It's 1 a.m. and I ain't tired. I can stand right here and talk all night if you want. I ain't got no place to be, no one's waiting for me. I won't lie, I'm into you. Got like a million ideas what we could do. Cause I'm not gonna let you slip away, I won't waste this. There's something about the way you fix your eyes on me. I can't help myself, fall in love, I go crazy. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turning up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love?
I mean, honestly, you guys, the man just makes it look so effortless. Like, I can barely lift a branch like that, okay? Like, he's so good at taking care of the outdoors, and I'm so good at taking care of the inside, and that's just what works for us, and we stay out of each other's hair in that sense. But does anyone else just feel like if you live in a like cold weather climate for at least half the year, like when it starts warming up, I just feel like I get my personality back, okay? Like, I feel so much more alive. It is such a long winter, and personally, my least favorite time of the year is probably like the February, March time where it's just cold, it starts getting rainy, you're just kind of over winter and waiting for it to change. So I feel like I'm coming alive again, and it just brings me so much energy once the sun comes back out again, because we hadn't seen the sun at that point, I think, in like 2 to 3 weeks, or just for very short amounts of time. And it really does affect you at this time of the year. And because of all the disasters that we had happen, we couldn't go on a vacation during that time, which we normally would. So it just feels like it's been a really long time coming, and I'm feeling so great about it. I know Maddie is just like overjoyed to get back outside again. We put the trampoline out there for her, and I'm almost like, oh, I forgot this way of life, how nice it is just to be able to go outside and just feel so much freer, and things are so much easier when the kids can be preoccupied doing things outdoors. It's been a while. I also had picked up that cute basket and little flower decor piece from Target. Target. They weren't too expensive, and I needed another one in my living room just because I have so many pillows and throw blankets. And I swear it's just in the genes because my daughter is now just constantly picking out throw blankets. So I'm trying to declutter a little bit more as well and just get rid of some of the ones that we really aren't using or just that are older, that are taking up space. So, one room at a time, one project at a time. So I'm just finishing up this day by vacuuming, and then I moved on to the next day into my bedroom, which needed so much deep cleaning, you guys. I feel like it's still not completely up to par, but I was able to get a ton of laundry done and get under my bed, which you'll see is just an absolute mess. But it felt so good to tackle this because it was on my list for so long. And you know how that is, where you're just trying to find the time to do certain spaces. And I must have done this, super late at night. This night it was like 7 o'clock at night, right while Maddie was being preoccupied having a snack and getting ready for bed. I told John I needed his help to move the bed. The man just looked at me like, are you kidding me? After he had just pulled one of those long days at work and was outside picking up branches. But we got it done and I felt super great. And I wanted to get that tackled because I want to focus so much more on outdoor cleaning over, the next week or two, especially while the weather is going to be so nice. So no time like the present, right? And you'll see, like, no joke, it's just there's so much under there and I just couldn't believe it. But I probably haven't done this in 6 to 7 months, if I'm being honest, probably since I got the new bed. So it was desperately needed, and it actually didn't take too long once I got into it. It's always just getting into it to get it started. But yeah, you can see this really needs to be deep cleaned, and it felt so good once it was done.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
So moving into the next day here, this was probably about 2 or 3 days before Easter, and I was simultaneously trying to do some meal prep just for a snack for me. I included a little recipe in here that I'll show you guys. Super simple, just as a snack that I always have. But I was also trying to clean the dishes up and get the kitchen a little bit deep cleaned after I did some of the, eggs with Maddie that we put like the little designs on and things. So just multitasking like a mother here, always something going on. I also picked up this Scrub Daddy dish brush. I'm obsessed with this, you guys. It works amazing. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. It gets like any of that stuck on food out like super easy, and I'm really loving it. And I like anything that, like, I don't like a sponge to touch my hands. It's a thing. Does anyone else have this thing? Like, I just don't like dirty sponges. I don't know. It's just gross to me. So I really love that thing. And I was just having Maddie do both the eggs with me and also making this snack. I probably make this like once a month or so. You just take mini bell peppers, cut them in half, fill them with whipped cream cheese. I mean, you could probably do any kind, but I like the whipped version. And then put everything bagel seasoning on top of them. And it's so easy and so delicious. And I feel like it's just good for you. And it's something that even John will eat, which is funny because he's not a vegetable eater. So I'm always trying to find like little new things that the whole family will eat. And I swear, just the everything bagel seasoning on top of this just makes it worth it. Like, it's so good. And I'm all about like making an easy snack that I'm not going to be, in the kitchen for a long time because I have so much else going on. And I also notice when I make things with my daughter, she's much more prone to eat them. So she also got these little cutters that like cut out little shapes into her vegetables, which she was showing you guys. It's so adorable, like how excited she gets to make the little shapes out and things. But yeah, if you guys like the everything bagel seasoning, I'm sure you would absolutely love this. And I figured I would just share it with you guys. I hope that you guys are all hitting awesome weather and you got a lot of motivation out of this. And I am so excited that the weather is changing and we will have a lot of outdoor and indoor cleaning coming up in the near future. Stay safe and healthy, you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.
I've never really been the one who's worried, always been the one who's keeping it cool.